And just to release all the tension we might have accumulated after the whole week, take your shoulders up to the ears. Allow the day tension to accumulate and then relax them down and back. 2 more times. So breathe in, shoulders up to your ears, and then down and back, release. And for a last time, take them all the way up, squeeze a little bit, and then release, close your eyes, allow your palms to be heavy on your legs. And find your breath, stacking the head over the tailbone, lengthening throughout the crown of the head all the way up to the ceiling. Chin a little bit back, and the bottom of the ribs to the center line. Find your long breath here. Breathe in all the way down. Expand everything along the way. And breathe out, center your breath, zip it into the midline. Breathe in, expand 360 degrees all around your belly or around your ribs. And as you breathe out, empty as though you are vacuuming the content of your belly. Few more breaths this way. And at the same time, keep relaxing your jaw, your eyes. One centered focus. Apply Ujjayi breath, a soundful breath, as though you are closing the back wall of your throat and creating the whispering sound. It's like you would like to foggy a mirror or create a yawn as you breathe out, but your mouth are still closed. Equal breaths. Long and deep breaths. Then open your eyes, spread your arms wide to the side and bring your palms above the head. Inhale. Exhale, hands through the heart. One more time, arms open wide to the side. Bring them all the way up. And then hands to the heart. This time stay here, bow the chin down and settle intention for your practice today. It can be small or a bigger, something that suits you today. Keep your intention in mind as we start to move. Take your right fingers to the right side of the mat and then sweep your left arm forward, but a little bit in diagonal shape to the side. So not completely over your jawline, we start to reach to the front. Stay heavy in your hips. And now bring your left arm across your ear line. So we bring it to more lateral shape. Keep on breathing. And then try to open a little bit your heart. So maybe the left arm even beyond the ear line, a little bit more backward. Then place the left palm behind your head and sit up straight. Breathe in, lift your heart up as though it has a focus point towards the ceiling. And then breathe out round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Keep on lowering down, eventually maybe even getting close to the earth. Breathe in, unroll yourself, no rush. And switch, so left fingers down, right arm sweeps forward and in diagonal way, yes, like you are reaching for something on your left side. Be curious about the lines you are creating. Then bring the right arm above your ear line. Stay with your right sitting bone heavy on the mat. And then find some heart opening. So look up, chest up, relax your jaw. If it's hard to relax it, just open your mouth, and usually it brings a little bit of relaxation. Place the right palm behind your head, lift yourself up, hard up towards the ceiling. Inhale fully, exhale, roll yourself down. Keep the right palm behind the head. Breathe in and crawl all the way up, hard up. And this time extend both arms up, interlace the fingers, flip your palms up, stay for 3 breaths. And now full permission to lift your shoulders a little bit up. Then release the hands behind your head, keep the elbows open wide and then lean back. Stay for 3 breaths, lifting through the chest. Keep the bottom ribs cinched in and the upper ribs, the heart free and light. And last time, look forward and crawl down, elbows forward, tuck the chin in, crawl, crawl, crawl all the way down. And then lift yourself back up. Release your hands. And let's get into O4. So switch the legs behind you, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Breathe in, open up for a cow pose. Breathe out, take a look to the left and switch your hips to the left. Take 1 extra breath in, and on breathe out, switch to cat pose, round the spine. And then as you breathe in, look to the right, hips to the right, stay for 1 extra breathe out. And as you breathe in, come back to the cow pose, open the front body. Now without any pause, so exhale, look to the left and switch to the cat. Inhale, look to the right, hips to the right and switch to the cow. 1 more that direction, so keep circling your body. And when you are finished in cow, switch direction to the opposite, so to the right, exhale cat. Inhale left and cow. Keep moving your pace 2 more times. It's just your luxurious movements in the morning. Finish with the last one. Now remember to keep your ribs in and glutes active as you will extend the right leg back. Extend the right leg back and watch out, you don't want to collapse in your lower spine like this. Pull the lower belly in and keep your lower spine strong. Now bring the right knee towards the right tricep and try to create big circles, as big as you can make them. We have 3 more, 2 more. Don't collapse in the lower spine, and then extend the left leg behind you and switch. So right knee goes down, extend the left leg behind, pull the belly in, ribs in, and then take your knee, your left knee towards the left triceps and start to make circles. Make them really big and ideally also a bit painful. So the glute starts to kick on, especially gluteus medius, the top portion of your butt. 3, 2, 1. Extend the right leg back and place it down. Left leg, sorry. Spread your fingers wide, breathe in, open up the chest, breathe out, move to downward facing dog. And it's our first downward dog, so move around in it, bending into one knee then the other. Keep squeezing the arm bones towards each other. To stabilize your shoulders, bring your bottom ribs in as though you are pushing your rib cage towards your sitting bones. Then listen up. We will bend the knees a little bit in downward dog. Pivot hips to the right, feet a little bit to the right, and open the left side body. So it's still downward dog, but a little bit twisted, side body stretching. 2, press both hands down. 1, come back into your neutral downward dog, and let's switch to the left. So heels to the left, left hip a little bit lower, right hip higher, stretch the right side body. Soften your neck and press firmly through right hand. Come back into your downward dog and let's take a slow vinyasa. So breathe in hard forward plank Exhale, lower your knees and lower to easier chaturanga. Breathe in, stay in your cobra. Now squeeze your glutes as though you are trying to squeeze a nut or open a nut between your butt cheeks. Roll your shoulders down and back. Lift your sternum up and then take a look over the right shoulder, ribs in. Breathe in, center, chin in. Breathe out to the other side. Just explore, centered, and then deep blow. Push the ground away and move to child pose. Just as once we will pause in child pose, still moving respectfully for the body in the morning. We will pick up speed soon. Find your breath in downward dog, breathe into the back body. Spread your fingers wide, roll forward to all fours, tuck your toes under and come back to downward facing dog. Once again here, bend your knees a little bit and shift the feet a little bit to the right, hips to the right, but this time we will lift the left knee. It looks a little bit like a pacing dog, so imagine this shape. Find openness in the left hip. And then take the left knee for a ride to your left tricep. Touch the tricep, it's like a plank, and create 3 big circles with the left knee. Michaela, you can do it with the right knee down, not to go too much. Then extend the left leg behind you, 3-legged dog, and we will switch it. So left foot down, soften the knees, switch the hips to the left and lift the right knee up. Stay for 3, right knee to the heaven, open through the right hip. Then send the right knee to the right triceps, shift to plank, and create 3 giant circles with that right knee. Not too fast. Switch to 3-legged dog, shoot the right leg behind you, and then the downward facing dog. Breathe in, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga of your choice. Inhale, heart opening, chin back, and breathe out, downward facing dog. Take a walk with your hands only halfway back. Try not to shimmy your hips. So hips as stable as you can make them. Stay here for a moment. It's still like a sensations of downward dog. So you press your chest towards your kneecaps, sitting bones up. Strong arms, long arms from fingers to your torso. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat and let's stay here, hovering a little bit, relaxing the head. Allow your arms to be super heavy. Maybe still you prefer to keep your knees gently soft, that's okay. And then breathe in, lengthen for halfway lift. Exhale, try to wrap around your legs if it's possible. If not, Michaela, it can be hard with the belly. Then you can grab your elbows in front of you, or you can keep your fingers in front of you. And very flexible people, try at the same time to stay strong. So press down through your feet. Try to engage the inner arches of your feet by pressing the base of your toes to the mat. Squeeze the sitting bones towards each other to engage the glutes. And then relax the hands down. Let's walk it forward to downward facing dog. Lift your heels up, stay on your tippy toes, and take a tippy toe walk to the top of the mat. Enjoy every step. No urgency. Breathe in, halfway lift, heart forward. Exhale, fall down, nose to knees. Inhale, rise up with long spine. Palms touch over the head. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's step the feet as wide as our yoga mats. Play your toes out. Breathe in, lift your arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, squat down to Malasana, yogi squat. Let's stay here, heart forward and up. Knees open wide, pressing equally through the toes and heels to the mat. Then take your fingers forward and step only left foot to the back of the mat. Point the right toes forward as you are lunging, the hands to the inside of the right leg, and start to shift forward with the hips and backward, rocking forward and back. There is no wrong and right. It's your body, and each time when you find a threshold, something that feels productive, then there you have it. After a few times of rocking, press the hands down, step the right foot back, find the plank pose. Exhale, lower down your way, cinch your elbows in. Breathe in, open, sternum up, shoulders back and down. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now listen up, step the right foot just one step forward and left foot one step forward and zip your feet together. So we are trying to press one inner leg to the other inner leg, finding this strong line from your heels up to your mula bandha, to the lower belly energy lock. Squeezing the sitting bones in, thighs in. Take a look forward, bend the knees a little bit and step or hop back into Malasana. So froggy jump to the outside of the hands. Find your Malasana. Breathe in to sit tall, heart up. Breathe out all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Press the feet to the ground. Lift your arms up. And then hands released. Keep your feet hip mat distance apart and sweep the arms up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, find the lift throughout the heart. And then release the fingers down, step the right foot back, point the left toes forward, arms from the inside, and start to rock. Each time when you go forward, squeeze the right glute, empower the right quads, so that the legs are strong and powerful as you stretch. Then keep the left knee bent, step the left leg back, breathe in high plank, breathe out, lower down, Vinyasa. Breathe in, heart open, chin back, strengthen neck flexors, and breathe out, downward dog. Once again, step the right foot tiny bit forward, left foot forward, zip the legs together, and imagine one line of energy moving from the earth through your feet up to the lower belly. Especially when you breathe out, zip the energy into the center line, as though you are zipping a pair of jeans. Then look forward, step or hop outside your hands back into Malasana. And on breathe out, I want you really to squeeze the glutes as though you are splitting a nut between them. So breathe in, breathe out, squeeze the glutes and lift yourself up. Strong legs. Exhale, hands through the heart. We are at the top of the mat. We will create a longer sequence. So here we are, either feet together or feet hip distance apart. While pregnant, you might want to step the feet hip distance apart at least. Hands to the heart, bend your knees into the chair pose. Get on your heels. So be more on your heels. It will help you to feel more your thighs, to work more with your legs, maybe even lift and spread your toes. Heart forward, shoulders down and back. And then shift the weight onto your right foot, stepping the left foot all the way back for low lunge. Get the left knee down. Now circle the right arm forward, up and around to touch the back of the left thigh, left arm over the head. Lean back, strengthen the legs, glutes, inner thighs squeezed in, but some light and buoyancy in the upper body. And then release the left hand down and right arm forward, even more forward than the right foot. Hop the left foot halfway forward. If you have a block or book, you may enlist it here underneath your right hand, because we switch to half moon. So stack the right arm underneath the left. Get empowered throughout long lines. Tuck the chin in. Bottom ribs in. Find drishti. Now watch out, we will move to standing balance, so take the left knee in towards your chest. Maybe don't place the foot down. As you shift it forward, left knee goes up. Hold the left knee with your left hand, or if it's easy, you can hold your big toe. Try to be vertical, shoulders down and back. Right leg strong from the arches of the foot all the way up to the glutes. Let's step it to high lunge, so bend the left knee and slowly step the left foot to the back of the mat. Lift your arms up and cross the right forearm in front of the left forearm. Hold your elbows like this and roll your heart open. Super strong at the bottom, light and open at the top. Taking it to warrior two, so ground the left heel down and open your arms wide. Bend your wrists so that your nasal face are facing your face. Feeling the strength of the wrist flexors. Bend the right knee deeply. And then straight the right leg, open the left foot to the outside and move to Skandasana side lunge. This way without using your hands if it's easy, or if it's hard, you can use your fingers to guide you into Skandasana. Hands to the heart, or if it's problematic, keep your hands forward. Press the right heel down, engage the glutes, and to not be passive in this opening, especially to Joanne, don't use your elbow so much to widen the leg to the outside, but use your glutes rather to take the left knee to the outside, using muscles rather than a help to stretch. Then to Trikonasana, on the left side we go. So straight the left leg, point left toes completely to the left, right toes a little bit in, keep the left hand on the left shin and roll the right arm up. Stay long in your body, long line from tail to crown. Bottom ribs in. So you keep the energy at the center, at the navel, at the lower ribs, and this energy will help you to lengthen on the peripheries, arms, legs. Now take a next inhale to lift yourself up. So huge inhale to bring you up, and to the goddess pose we go. Open your toes out, heels in, bend your knees, take the hands onto the thighs. Magnetize the heels towards each other so you strengthen your glutes, and roll your right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, look behind you. Keep your hips low, back to the center, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Breathe in center one more time. To the left we go. Keep squeezing the heels in, and to the other side, switch. Back all the way up, full permission to straight your legs right now. Pivot both feet to the top of the mat. Bend the front knee, lift the back heel, high lunge. And very slowly, celebrating every inch of the movement, every centimeter, take your hands lower and lower down to the ground. Now there will be two ways to go into the pistol seat. I will show you the easier one. With the belly, I cannot do anymore the harder one. The harder will be not touch the floor and take the left leg all the way forward to sit. The easier one, left foot next to the right, we sit and we guide the left leg forward. Yes, 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 Christina, exactly. Yes, Natalia, this was the point. Right fingers behind the butt. Left arm up, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Try to stay tall across the spine, tucking the chin in. Now bring yourself back to center. Contra twist just for a moment to refresh. Twist yourself to the left, look behind the left shoulder. And then cross your shin bones in front of you, hops, and step to Vinyasa. So if you would like to skip Vinyasa, it can be cat and cow and then the downward dog, or full Vinyasa. Do what feels nice and appropriate today. Find 3 breaths when you catch your downward dog. Stay strong as you stretch. Prepare, exhale, look forward, and then step or hop forward between your hands, lengthen out. Exhale, fall down, nose to knees. Inhale all the way up, heart leads the way, palms touch. Exhale, hands through the heart. Second side, feet hip distance apart, bend your knees, chair pose. More weight on your heels. And even try to magnetize the toes towards each other and heels away from each other. It will help you to kick on with outer glutes. Keep weight on the left foot and this time step the right foot all the way back. So right foot steps back, right knee lands down on the ground. Circle the left arm forward, up and around, grab the back of the right, tie right arm over the head. Imagine that you are scissoring the inner legs in. So if we could scissor the inner thighs, they will be close to each other. Then circle the right arm forward, left fingers forward, hop the right foot in, and then stand into your half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Always use a piece of furniture. Michaela, watch out because as the belly gets bigger, the sense of balance shifts. So always use props like books or pillows. And moving to standing balance from here, contract the right knee towards your chest, square off your hips, look down, and slowly guide the right knee forward to stand. Maybe easier standing by holding your right knee, or harder. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Utthita means extended, Hasta means hands, and Pada means feet. So hand to feet pose, to foot pose. And from here we are moving into high lunge. So rebend the right knee, step it with control back, land it down, and lift the arms, this time left forearm in front of the right, lean back, stay strong, upper body lifted and free. And let's switch it to warrior two. So ground the right heel down, open your arms wide, but flex your wrists, nails towards your face. Breathe. If your ribs starts to flare out, bring them back to the center. Chin back, glutes active, especially left glute. Then straight the right leg, open the right foot to the outside, bring your hands down, or maybe you don't need your hands as you lower into Skandasana. Find your way. And to stay active without using your right elbow, bring the right knee as much away from you as you can. It will help you to kick on with this gluteus medius. Press the left heel down to the ground, spread your toes. And to Trikonasana we go. So straight the right leg, left toes in, right toes out. Right leg stays straight as you shift the right palm onto your shin, ankle, or to the ground. Shoulder blades are paced towards your spine. Think even that you would like your shoulder blades to kiss. Next inhale, it's such a big inhale that it takes you all the way up. Heels in, toes out, cactus through the arms, and bend your knees. This time interlace the hands behind your head and lean back. So to forget a little bit about how much work you need to use in your goddess, think that it's heart opening and focus on the upper body. Upper ribs up, lower ribs in, and then straight both legs, lift yourself up. Now point both feet to the left, hop, right heel up, left knee bends, high lunge again, and slowly take it down to the ground, feeling every step along the way. Now sit into the pistol, squat either in the harder way, right foot all the way forward without touching the ground, or easier way as I showed you before. Left fingers behind, left knee stays in. Breathe in, right arm up, and breathe out, twist to the left. So embrace the left leg. Trying to always build your upper body in the column way, so the head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, not leaning too much backward or too much forward. Come back into the center just for a moment, twist to the right, and then look forward, cross your shins, and step or hop to Vinyasa. Clear it out. Exhale, strong arms. Breathe in, heart up, shoulders down. Breathe out, strong belly, strong arms to downward facing dog. Feel your breath, nothing rushed. Again, walk your hands towards your feet. Don't shimmy your hips too much. And then take the hands underneath your feet for Padahastasana. Breathe in, one extra lengthening. And on breathe out, fold down. Michaela, if it starts to feel like too much, just widen the feet and take the hands forwards. So it looks like half Uttanasana more. But still point the sitting bones high up, relax the neck. And then walk the hands forward, free your fingers, get right on your knees. Stay on your knees and maybe keep your toes tucked under. Lift yourself up. Take the hands onto the waistline. And actually bring your fingers even a little bit higher to grab your rib cage. Lift your rib cage physically using your hands. So give yourself this extra lift. And I want you to focus on the extension from the thoracic spine. Zip the lower belly in. Hold the glutes very tight, very strong. They are like rocks when you touch them. And then either stay here, just lifting through the fingers, your rib cage, or get one fingers onto the heel. If it feels okay, maybe the other fingers. Lift your chest up for a camel pose. For very flexible one, if you don't want to overuse your flexibility in your neck, you can tuck your chin in and keeping more of the flexion in the neck. But if it feels safe and lovely, you can relax the head down, depends on desire. We stay for 3, we stay for 2. 1, lift yourself back up and get into child pose. So splay your knees wide, toes touch. Get your hands underneath your forehead. And maybe rock your hips a little bit right and left. Just find a full rest here. Lift yourself back up. Another flow to go. So spread your fingers wide, tuck the toes under, and move to downward facing dog. Only 3 poses this time. Breathe in, lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, point the right knee heavenward. Keep pressing both hands down and equalize your shoulders. So if the right shoulder is more forward than the left, fix it and try to make them equal. Then step the right foot outside the left leg. You may shift your weight a little bit forward onto the hands and switch to the wild thing. Right foot presses down. Remember that you can always modify your wild thing and do more of side stretch. Then roll back down, fallen triangle. So kiss the right knee to the left tricep, toward the left tricep. Extend the right leg to the outside of the left hand, left heel down, left arm up. And even take the left arm wide open so you can point your chest up, hips open. 2, 1. Take a look down, left hand down. Pigeon, so right knee behind the right wrist. Left leg stays back, left knee is pointed towards the mat. Take a moment to balance through your hip and to tuck the tailbone underneath you. You have your left hip in the extension, so it requires the glutes to kick on because the glutes provides your hips the extension, and the glutes, when it's squeezed, it helps you also to lengthen the tailbone. So find a lift through your heart, and then let's get cozy for around 1 minute onto your forearms, and then the forehead onto the hands. Michaela, if this will feel not comfortable, like too much pressure for your belly, what you can do instead, it's a deer pose. So left knee goes forward, right shin goes forward, and right shin is more parallel to the shorter edge of the mat, and then you lean down towards the right foot. So this can be a modification for your pigeon. Or stay in the regular one if it suits you. And I will be more quiet for a moment. So your job right now is to listen to your inner body sensations. And then lift yourself back up on your fingers. Lengthen the tailbone, squeeze the left glutes, and lift your chest up away from your hips. So once again, I want you to focus on thoracic spine, mid-spine extension. Lower spine stays neutral. Let's switch it. So hands down, step the right foot back. Clear it out with Vinyasa, so breathe in heart forward, breathe out Chaturanga. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Kick the left leg high up towards the ceiling. Bend the left knee and point the left knee heavenward. Refine your breaths. We will shift it to wild thing. So either just tilt your three-legged dog to wild thing or shift to plank and then step the left foot behind the right leg, open across the chest. Stay stable in your right shoulder so the outer ribs are pressed into the center line. Feel external rotation in your right shoulder, press down through the fingers and switch it, roll it down to fallen triangle. So left knee to the right elbow, left foot outside the right hand, right heel down, right arm up, wide across the arms. Press down through the left fingers, otherwise you may overwhelm your wrists. Base of every finger, and then look down, right hand down, take the left knee to the pigeon. So behind the left wrist, take a moment to squeeze the right glutes, to lengthen your tailbone, lower belly in, open through the front body, thoracic extension, and then get comfortable onto your forearms and lie down. And slowly take your way up. Take a moment to open through the front body, tucking the tailbone, chest up. And then move through the flow or skip the flow if your body wisdom signals you that you're supposed to skip it. So maybe down dog and then plank, lowering down or waiting in downward dog if you wish. It's the last flow today. We will meet in downward dog and then bend the knees, both knees, and place them down. We will have our relaxation, let's say relaxation today. I mean the slowing down part in the stretches of the legs. And maybe eventually this part of stretches will guide us to the full split. Let's see how it goes first with the right foot forward between your hands. Slide the left knee back. If you have sensitive knee, bring a pillow or blanket or double bend your mat. And now I want you to lean as much forward and low with your hips as you can. So really slide the left knee back. Right knee is supposed to be over the ankle, so not too much flexion in the right knee. And keep sinking low with your hips. If you don't feel productive in your left quads, left hip flexors, then you are lucky, very lucky. And then you can try to shift a little bit right and left to look for a more productive place to stretch. And from the stretch to half split we go, half Hanumanasana. So straight the right leg, point the right toes up. You can frame the right leg with your fingers, both on each sides of the leg, and then try to lengthen first. Send the right hip, right sitting bone backward. And then slowly start to lower down. Doesn't have to be super low. Always more important will be to keep long spine. Tuck the chin a little bit. One tip for very flexible ones, keep pressing right heel down and back. But actually it's a good tip for everybody because you always want to be strong throughout the full range of motion. So yes, we want to be more flexible on yoga, but you want to be in control of this range of motion, and then strong muscles are in handy. Then bend the right knee, get both hands to the inside of the right leg, and we will be having some strengthening hamstrings exercise. So bend the left knee and we will start to pulse for 20 times with the left heel towards the butt. So it looks like this, but I want you to keep flex in the left foot. Otherwise you will get cramps more easily. So keep on pulsing as though you could kick really onto your butt. So as close as you can get. We have 10 more, 9 more. Keep moving so that you feel the hamstrings are burning, they are turned on. 3, 2, 1. Release it down, straight the right leg once again. And one option, stay in half Hanumanasana like we did before. Maybe this time you can deepen it. Or if it's your good day for trying the full split, the full Hanumanasana, the king of the monkey, its name, from the Sanskrit, then send the right foot forward, left knee back, and try it for today, how it works for today. Michaela, as always, watch out because you have more prolactin, more of this hormone that relaxes you. So even when you go into your full range of motion, try to stay active. Press the right heel down and back, squeeze your glutes, especially the left glute. It applies to everybody, but especially women when they are pregnant are more flexible because they prepare to get open, especially around the hips. And after a moment in trying out our Hanumanasana, use your hands to guide the left knee back, shimmy the right foot back behind you, and maybe shimmy the hips a little bit right and left in all fours. And we will try With the left leg, the same thing. So step the left foot forward between your hands. Slide the right knee as much backward as you can. Keep the left knee above the left ankle and start to melt your hips. Everybody, and Joanne, remember that when you go for a hip extension, like you are in your right leg, the right glute needs to kick on. It's the one that is responsible to extend you. And if you will be flappy and just collapsing onto your hips joint, then it will be not so good for the health. So use your muscles wisely and then straight the left leg. Press down and back through the left heel. Lengthen the spine. And take about 5 long breaths here. Rebend the left knee, walk the hands forward, keep the hands from the inside of the leg, and let's start 20 times crunches. So heel to booty, keep going. Flex the right foot a lot. And if you don't trust me, then you can try to point it. It will be much easier to find crumbs this way. But it's also a good exercise, but it's easier not to find any crumbs when you flex. 10, 9, as close to your butt as you can. If you do it nicely today, tomorrow you will feel it. And then release the foot down, straight the left leg once again, and check it out how it's this side with your Hanumanasana today. So usually one side is better than the other. And try to stay active as you stretch. Left heel presses down, square your hips. Kick on with your right side of the butt. Don't go too hard on yourself. Listen to your body. And if your body tells you to back off, back off. So the shapes in yoga never really matters. The journey matters towards them. Let's get out. So as I am a little bit lower, then just guide the left foot backward, right foot back. Help yourself with your hands to get back into all fours, and then just shimmy the hips right and left. Relax. There is now no hard work left to do. So we will just shimmy our shins to the one side, sit all the way down. Get your booty a little bit more forward so you have enough room to lower all the way down. Bring your knees in towards the outer ribs and shimmy a little bit right and left. Then cross the right ankle over the left top thigh. Place the left foot down. Send the right arm between your thighs, left arm to the outside of the leg. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, nose towards the left knee. Michaela, if this is too much core work, stay static with the head down. Stay for 3, squeeze it in, 2, 1, then drop the head down, drop the left foot down, finish the crossing of your legs, so right thigh completely on the top of the left, shimmy your hips slightly to the right, and then lower the legs to the left. Extend the right arm to the right side, turn the head to the right. It might be, Michaela, that it still feels nice to twist this way, but if it doesn't, twist in open way, so feet to the outside of the mat, then turn both knees to the left and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. This is the idea, to keep the space for the baby still as you twist. So find your way. And let's stay for 5. Take yourself back up to the center, uncross your legs, Cross the right ankle over the right top thigh, creating a figure 4 shape. Left arm between your thighs, right arm from the outside. Squeeze your nose towards the right knee. Or if you would like to keep it passive, then relax the head down. Squeeze for 3. Bring the right knee in closer. 2. 1. Release the right foot. Finish the crossing of your legs. Shimmy the hips slightly to the left and then bring your knees to the right side. Extend the left arm to the left. And if it feels safe for your cervical spine to twist your head to the left, go ahead. It depends on the day. Some days it feels better to just face the gaze up. Let's come back into the center. And before we move to the final relaxation, one more bridge pose, one more back bend. So arms alongside your torso, feet hip distance apart. Already before you go up, press your heels down and back. Lift your butt up. So you really would like to fire the back of your body, the posterior chin, muscles of your thighs, glutes, spine. Lift the hips even higher, and if it's easy, interlace your fingers and shimmy your shoulders underneath you, still squeezing glutes, pressing the heels towards your shoulders and breathing. Lower down, lowering the upper spine, mid spine, and the lower spine all the way down. Now spread your legs, give them a lot of space so you can spread them wide, open the palms, maybe lift your shoulders for a second just to guide your shoulder blades in so that you can open throughout the torso, throughout your collarbone. Keep your eyes closed. So we stay here, finally relaxed, to receive our practice, to absorb all the benefits of yoga. Mind clear, slowing down through the chatter in your mind. Empowering the stillness and silence between your thoughts so that you can go throughout the rest of the day with more clear thoughts, with more spacious, with more space both in your body and in your mind. The breath is as it is, you don't need to shape it in any way. Just allow every breath out to give you the sensation of letting go, releasing. Scan your body from head to feet, and if you notice any tension, send your breath there, your heat there, your awareness there, and tell it to relax. Relaxing from the top of the head through the forehead, muscles around your eyes, right side of your eye down the right cheek. And when you relax through the right cheek, then go all the way down to the right side of your jaw, Tell it to relax. And through the left side of your eye, muscles around your eye, left side of your cheek, to the left side of your jaw, relax it all the way down. So also the mouth are relaxed, your tongue. And sometimes it might even happen that you gently open your mouth because your jaw is so relaxed and heavy. Relax your throat, back of the neck, heavy in your shoulders and relaxed across the collarbone, across the upper ribs, down your upper arms, forearms, all the way to your palms and fingers, even to the fingers' nails. Then relax through the upper ribs, middle ribs, and lower down to the bottom of the ribs. Allow your breath to move smoothly through you, in and out, and in and out. And then when we are finished with upper body, move to the lower body, lower belly, hips and glutes. Relax your upper legs, thighs, quads, knees, kneecaps, your calves, ankles, and your feet right and left. There is so much to enjoy inside your body. All the sensations, sense of warmth, calmness of your breath, aliveness in your hands and feet. So notice what you can notice right now. And as you are fully relaxed now, with lots of space in your head and in your body, then to make this day productive and positive, you can remind yourself your intention or set some goals for today, or making even a bigger resolution. So that the next 24 hours can go as you wish towards your directions, or maybe your goal is to relax and chill, and that's also fine. And to finish, we will take a mantra. I am powerful. I am worthy. I've got everything I need. Repeating this mantra, I am powerful. I am worthy. I've got everything I need. Repeat it once again, but silently, and send this mantra to every part of your body. Feel it with every cell, every muscle, every bone, every tendon. Feeling empowered in your mind and at the same time in the body. The perfect mind and body connection. Then, if you are ready, when you are ready, start to move your fingers, toes, wrist and ankles. Move your arms and head, yawn or make a side out. Move your legs, do everything that feels lovely, the movements that suits you, and pay attention to transition. In your special way, your favorite way, roll yourself up to sit. So we can finish together seated, crossing the legs, joining the palms, chin in. And then I'm telling you, namaste. Thank you very much for today's practice. And remember that flexibility is always good when it's supported by force. Otherwise, we will have no proper proprioception. We will be all moved around with no control. So as much as you can control your flexibility with the muscle strength, you will be good and you will be healthy. So thank you very much for today. Have a lovely evening, girls. Ciao. Namaste.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, Natalia, Joanne, Christine, and Michaela.
Bye, Anna.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.